So guys, I guess this is what you go through in trying to capture the stories of our women worldwide. And you have to be, patient in trying to capture the stories. And it's just evidence, guys, of what our people are going through all over the world. Like I said, wherever you are, sometimes we complain about the fact that we may have slowed this, slowed that, or, we don't have enough of this or we don't have enough of that. But there are people otherwise in the world that would do anything to get a little of what we have, in terms of just a simple thing like the internet, the connectivity, the speed of connectivity, the ease of connectivity. Not everybody has it as okay as we would like it to be. But one other thing that I have found with persons that don't necessarily have the stuff that we so often complain about is that they're usually so patient, so determined, so deliberate in their actions to achieve. I have been trying to connect with Charlene from, let me see the time. I want to give you guys the time just to tell you it's 1:50, and we have been trying to connect since about 12:15 today. So you must know how many times we have connected and disconnected and connected and disconnected. But she has remained resilient. I mean, you seeing this video, you're actually just going to be seeing the fast forwarding of the time, but I'm just giving you a little feedback as it relates to how long it has been trying to connect with Charlene over there in Kenya while I'm here in Jamaica. Guys, for me, it's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure to be able to capture the stories of women worldwide. And so I really wouldn't mind women from Amsterdam, women from Nigeria, women from Australia, women from China and Japan and Bolivia and, Bahamas and all over the world. I really wouldn't mind if you would reach out to me to say, hey, I want to hear my story on your program, because guys, people need to know. And not only that, but one of the things that I'm really hoping for is that as you come on this platform and share your story, that many others who are able to help will be able to reach out to you and assist you in your area of need. I remember this story here, just a local story here in Jamaica. This young girl, she was featured on TVJ having multiple sicknesses. I don't remember her name now. I'll probably put the link down below or somewhere in the cards when we find it, just to show her mom finding a way to appear on our national television showcasing her story. And that caused so many persons to have reached out to them with a bed. I mean, they got more beds than they could possibly count. They got television, they got fan, they got TV, they got money. I mean, I don't know what's left that they didn't get. The last I heard, the minister of housing, I think, was trying to get them a house, right, to live. So you never know, guys. Reach out with your amazing story. And I say amazing because it's your story. And don't let anybody tell you that, oh, your story is a mess and nobody wants to hear your story and stuff. No. Let me tell you something. Just your story coming out is enough to have more, 100,000 views, even 1 million views, just persons wanting to hear what is happening. It is said that we sensationalize the stories of others, but it's not sensationalizing, guys. What it is that it is showcasing the fact that there are real cases of poverty and need in our world. And it is also evidence that there are people all over the world who has it, who can help. It's also an avenue, guys, and an opportunity for us to demonstrate real, genuine love for humankind, right? For our brothers and our sisters. And they don't necessarily have to be our biological brothers and sisters, but just the opportunity to help. When I think about it, you see, guys, when I think about it, that in our cupboards, we could have 6 or 10 or 2 dozen worth of tin mackerel or corned beef or baked bean and tin milk and 10 pounds of flour and 10 pounds of cornmeal and all of those things. And the freezer is filled with 10 chicken and 10 pounds of pork and 10 pounds of oxtail and that kind of thing. I mean, for me, when I find myself with plenty, I get nervous. I begin to look for who can I bless, because guys, I'm always mindful that there's somebody out there who does not have it. And it's probably how I grew up, because how we grew up, mommy didn't have it. And there were times when it was rather rough. There's a story that my mom has oftentimes shared with us while she was alive. And it was that she had, I think she had four of us at the time, 4 or 5 of us at the time. And she said, she remembered 2 of us were with her and she had 2 fingers of bananas. She said what she did was to boil those bananas, crushed them and gave it to me and my sister to eat, and she had the pot water to drink. I have never forgotten that story. It's something that she has shared with us over the years. And so guys, I mean, I don't know if that's what made me resilient, but for me, it was when I was growing up, I was determined that one, where I live is not where I'm going to continue. The circumstances under which we lived, I was not going to continue those circumstances. The environment within which we live, I was not going to continue in that, because it was hard. It was hard and poverty was real. And so for me, it was a matter of, how do I get out of here? How do I make myself better? How do I position myself to be my best self and to be able to raise children to enjoy the best of life? Even though my children will tell you I'm still trying for them to understand that nothing comes easy. But I was determined that the main way to get out of this was education. And so I was determined that I'm going to go to school and I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to pass all my exams. I'm going to get a good job. I'm going to save my money and I'm going to live my life. And so guys, I was determined. And so far, I must say, to God be the glory. I have been able to accomplish all of what I wanted to accomplish. I was able to send myself to school, right? And guys, let me tell you something, mommy never have it, because I remember every time we got summer holidays, I would go looking to see if I can find summer jobs. And I'd use that little money to help to buy my uniforms. I would try to find books, persons who had books. I'd walk up and down all over the community trying to find books, because my mother could not afford the books when I was in high school. When I was finished with high school and I thought I could move on to college, my mother clearly reminded me that go find a job, because we had younger siblings. I had younger siblings who needed to continue their education, right? In terms of moving on to high school. So me going to college would have meant that my younger sisters would not have been able to go to high school. And we've heard these stories so many times. Just yesterday or last night, I was listening to this program on Shan Zen Zen. This farmer, he said, well, he never go to school, he never get a proper education, but guess what? He's an awesome farmer. He was showing those yams and stuff that he planted in Trelawney. And guys, we hear these stories so often, right? So many people who were not able to go to school, who were not able to make achieve their best life. But you know what? They were determined. And so guys, I'm asking you, how determined are you to accomplish what you need to accomplish? You know, how committed are you to going after your goals? How inspired are you to decide that, listen, you know what? I'm going to learn from others. I'm going to see what the greats are doing, and I'm going to mimic what they're doing, because I am going to be my best self. And so I want to encourage you, be determined, be committed, be inspired, and do not hesitate. Don't stop until you have achieved your goals. And guys, it's never too late. As long as there's breath in your lungs and you're still on the face of this earth, you still have an opportunity to be great. So that's it from me. I'm going to say, just go and do it. Today, this day of recording, it's our Independence Day. And so I want to say to you, free yourself, be independent in your own rights, you know, and go achieve your goals. You can do it. So many others are doing, so go and do it. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm your girl Simone, and listen, make sure you're subscribed. you're liking, you're commenting, you're sharing, you've hit the notification bell, and you are staying tuned, because you know, here is where we bring the real live, incredible, what do I call it? Awesome stories of our women, and of course, a few good men. So that's it from me. Take care. See you next time.